We're here in Arco, Idaho, and the thunder is just rolling here. This is a neat little church. This is the Baptist Community Church in Arco. It is the oldest church in both Arco and the entire Lost River region here in Idaho. So the church began as a Sunday school in 1887, meeting in the home of a lady who, Mrs. Stephen Moe, who opened her house, and then they were blessed to be organized as a church just a few years later with 10 members. And so we'll talk about the first pastor here in just a minute. His name was William Bowler. He actually lived about 60 miles from here in Bellevue, and he came over here to Arco to help organize the church and to tend to the church and to be their under shepherd in the early years of the congregation for about 12 years. So we're not far from the craters of the Moon National Monument. So that's a really neat thing here in Idaho. And so because of the area that we're in, the church building is actually made out of lava rock. So we're going to walk over a little bit closer here and show this to you. It's a neat feature of this church. So we'll get kind of close here, and you can see these rocks here. The stone work is lava rock. You can see that there as you get close, and that's a feature of this entire church building here. And you can see this building was built in, actually the building was built in 1925. So that would be about 40 years or so after the church was founded. So the plans for the building, the architecture for the building was planned actually by the American Baptist Home Mission Society. And they sent the plans out here. And then this has been the building here now for almost 100 years. So William Howard Bowler, that first pastor, he moved to Idaho from Nebraska. His wife was from Nebraska. They moved here, and he just began a lifetime of serving in pioneering Baptist church work here in Idaho. He tended here. He pastored here in Arco, and then after that, he was actually appointed kind of as the home missions representative for all the state of Idaho. And so with that, he tried to gather the young people of Idaho together in meetings and camps. He produced written materials for them. They set up a plan for the kids to be encouraged and with materials for their daily Bible reading, for Bible memorization. And he kind of just really gave his life here to the work in Idaho. The Baptist Young People's Union is what the work that he gave a lot of his life to. The other thing that they really tried to do is to encourage the young people in Idaho for missions and for missions work. And so William Bowler, a great, kind of a forgotten name in Baptist history. Some of those men that came out west, they came to areas that were not highly populated and maybe not prominent, but we thank the Lord for the work that he did in taking this small Sunday school and this ladies' home and organizing it into a church, and then seeing this church building built. There's a unique feature of Arco that we're going to look up and maybe put in the comments, but you notice this very interesting mountainside here, and a lot of those numbers on the side of that hill. So we'll talk a little bit about that and what that is here in the comments section on the video. So Baptist Community Church, Arco, Idaho, not too far from Chalice, and a monument to faithful Baptist pioneers here in the early days of Baptist work in Idaho.